Excited to be back at home after a couple weeks on the road to start the league. This will be a big game, a big game for both teams. Obviously, we've lost a couple in a row. This team's lost 4 in a row. Nevada has had some close games they could easily beat. Middle Tennessee State, I thought they had a heck of an effort coming back against Fresno and had chances to win in that game. I think they're pretty darn good on defensively and on special teams. Dylan Barbarera, I think he's first team all conference guy that anybody in the league would like to have. They've struggled a little bit on offense, but I think this number 6 Carter Jones showed some certainly some positives last week, and I think that's probably going to help them settling in on one guy rather than trying to shuffle in a few guys like they were before. And Coach Choate's a good coach. I've coached against him a lot in the past. I know he'll have his team ready. He's the kind of coach who's kind of good when dealing with adversity and things like that. So I expect him to come out and play as well. And excited for the opportunity.
You mentioned their tight end, Jet Carpenter, Jace Henry as well. I mean, they run a lot of the 12 personnel. They're phenomenal blockers. What have you seen from the tight end in the run game, specifically from Nevada?
Yeah, they like to use their tight ends. Those guys are experienced dudes, solid players. 11's really big, like 270 pounds. There's a few times where I thought he was a lineman, just looking at him in the stands. But they like to use those guys. They want to be a physical team, run the ball, similar to us.
And then what stuck out from head coach Jeff Choate when you faced him when he was the head coach of Montana State, when you're at South Dakota State?
I think he's a good motivator. I think he does a good job with special teams. That's a lot of his background. They always have a good special teams aspect to the team. And I think he does a good job of getting his guys ready to play. So even though they're off to a bad start, again, I don't think he's going to get them ready. He's a fiery guy, and I'm sure he'll have them fired up and ready to come down here and play.
And then you mentioned the pass rushes as well. I mean, Maldonado's on that other side too. How do you neutralize just such guys of this caliber?
Yeah, we got to do a good job. 32, 9 is a very good player, but 32 is a great player. So we got to get him locked up. We got to make sure that our game plan doesn't get in harm's way, too much. We got to make sure that when a team has a great player like that, you certainly don't want to have that guy be feel better. Paxson hit some jump shots rather than Jordan scored 50. So we don't want him to destroy us. We got to do a good job. Whether we got to chip him, whether we got to double team him, we got to run away from him. We got to make sure he doesn't beat us because he's pretty unbelievable pace. I think he's got 14 TFLs and leads the country, and he leads their team in tackles, which you never see a D lineman lead their team in tackles. I'm fact checking myself on this, but I'm pretty sure he does.
He does.
That's like you never see that. Usually it's a linebacker. Sometimes it's a safety. You're not as good on defense as a safety, but he's good.